Hello, my name is Sam Hilborn and I've been in choir for 1 year.
I'm Dan Kazai. I've been in the choir for, I'd say 2 years.
I'm Zoe Bowman and I've only did Lincoln Choir for 2 years. Regretfully, I should have joined earlier. I'm a fool.
I'm James Atkins. I have been in choir for 2 years.
My name is Kiki Harris. I have been in choir for 3 years now.
My name is Audrey Montgomery-Gardis. I've been in choir for 3 years.
My name is Laurence and I've been in choir for 3 years.
My name is Isabelle and I've been in choir for 3.5 years.
My name is Kyle Lyons. I've been in choir for 4 years.
My name is Zadie Schaefer and I've been in choir for 4 years.
My name is Shah. I have been in choir for 4 years at Lincoln.
My favorite memory from choir was definitely being a part of the musical theater group for the winter choir concert. It was really fun portraying Shrek. I honestly think I did a better job than Mike Myers, just saying.
The musicathons, I've been in band for 4 years now, so I've been to all the musicathons through that. But it was the first time experiencing choir through musicathon, and I really liked that. It was very fun to hang out with everyone until like 10 p.m. at night.
Last year when we had Musicathon in person, playing Secret Hitler in some random classroom. It was just a silly time.
It was really fun to play cards with people at before concerts would start. Like at retreat and at the musicathon.
Definitely the concerts, not actually performing, but just sitting and watching and being backstage. Oof, perfect.
Going on the retreats. Sophomore year retreat was kind of my first introduction to how crazy choir was. And then my junior year retreat, it was just really fun to kind of build a deeper connection with people.
My favorite memory from choir was the trip we did 2 years ago when we went to Victoria, Canada.
The Victoria trip that we went on.
When we went to Victoria, we had so much fun.
My favorite choir memory was choir tour in 2019. The choir went to Canada.
Our Canada trip, where we went up to Victoria, I think that it was just a really fun experience. We all had a really fun time.
I guess my favorite moment has to be when there were so many people in the hot tub in Victoria. It overflowed and there were slides floating everywhere.
I enjoyed performing everywhere, especially in the hotel hot tub.
We sang in the hot tub at the hotel we were staying in. I think we sang Indodon. But that was a really cool moment.
I also really liked going to the beach art gardens because the flowers were really pretty.
I was really at the height of my stress about Constitution team that year. It was right before nationals. That was a really needed bonding trip, reducing my stress trip, and I really enjoyed that. And I think that really improved my relationship with the choir.
We went to the IMAX theater and saw that documentary about volcanoes for some reason. Everyone was just exhausted. Probably 10-15 minutes into the movie, I definitely just fell asleep. I woke up at the end of the movie. I was like, oh no, I fell asleep. This is so embarrassing. And then I found out that everybody else did. Sorry, Mrs. Ravello, it was a great time to take a nap. Glad you could work that into the schedule. Laurence was sitting next to me and he was like, I wish I had ice water that I could have poured on you for falling asleep during this movie. That would have been funny, Laurence.
The funniest moment from my choir experience, also one of the most embarrassing moments, we were doing vocal warm-ups one time. My microphone was on. I didn't know that, and it took me reading the chat, and I see everyone's laughing, and I'm like, oh, that was very funny.
I don't have any specific moments, I guess, but chamber choir was kind of always pretty humorous. We just had a really nice, bond, I guess, and so as a result, they kind of let their true humors out. It was just pretty hilarious all the time. All of our practices were quite enjoyable because we kind of socialized and we made nice music.
We were having a sing-off choir retreat in 2019, and Laurence comes out of the middle of the crowd and says, and his name is John Cena. And that was really funny. That absolutely killed me.
When we went on retreat, there was this big tractor tire and we would put people in it and roll them around.
In Cardinal Choir, since we're a bigger group, a lot more chances for hilarious things to happen. Nothing in particular, but definitely when we played Among Us. Yeah, that was fun.
Booking it from the mall to get choir attire back to the concert in time That was funny.
There's a lot of funny moments. Well, there's obviously the one that I think 2 people mentioned last year when Garrett said in chamber choir in my sophomore year that the bass line was more of a spoken part.
Well, maybe on the Victoria trip, my roommates were pretty funny. Everyone just kept making jokes about Big Chungus, and it was just kind of like a running gag throughout the entire trip, so that was pretty funny.
I keep getting told about Zadie fainting and then hitting her head on the piano, and so whenever someone faints in choir, it's they're pulling a Zadie.
I don't really know if it's funny exactly, but one of the funnest things was in freshman year we sung Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and we had a dance to go along with it. Autumn got very into it, and it was really fun to like dance with her because she made me get into it a lot too.
Favorite song I've ever sang in choir would probably be a song that we did 2 years ago called Daemon.
I really liked Daemon. It was a song about the devil, but it was really good. It was just really entertaining to sing, and I think everybody really had a lot of energy singing it, so that was a really good song.
I like doing Daemon a lot. Autumn Lead and Elijah Rock were also good.
So I have 2. One that I didn't get the opportunity to sing, and it was Yonder Come Day that the tenors and basses sang. I really wish that I could sing that because it was such a good song. One of the songs that I did sing, Wedding Cavalli, that the sopranos and altos sang. I really enjoyed that song. It was super challenging, but we got it, and it was a lot of fun.
My favorite choir song is definitely I Wish. That song is a banger. My mom, who could hear us all singing it, she was like, wow, that sounds so good.
I really liked all the fast ones. Volley Laka is one that I remember pretty clearly.
Sound of Silence, Simon and Garfunkel.
Words from my freshman year. That was one of the first songs I ever sang with Cardinal Choir, and that really just played a big role in my choir career. I developed a different love for music.
My favorite choir song, hands down, was Brightest and Best. Absolutely adored that song. And you know why? It was because there was that one section that was like really high, and it was just like, sopranos, take it away, baby. I love being annoying.
Le Berceau, which we sang in freshman year treble choir, that SSA arrangement was so beautiful, and I think we worked so hard. And it was a bunch of people who'd like never sung before. We just made it sound so good, and I was so proud of us at the end. I really liked Papa Loco too. I just had so much fun singing that song. I was the soloist, so I had fun doing that too. It was a song with a lot of energy, and I felt that good choir energy from everybody else.
Papa Loco. Because the performance was super fun. Our choir last year was super fun to sing it with. And also I had a solo, so, you know. It was so fun to sing. When you get to let loose and really, really sing really, really loud. Yeah, that's really, really fun.
I think one thing that I've learned from choir is that you should really just get to know each other and kind of take the time to kind of talk to people that you wouldn't normally talk to, because I met a lot of cool people through choir, and I made a lot of great connections with people that I just didn't see myself making connections with. Step outside your comfort zone and talk to somebody new.
One thing I've learned from choir is ability to be confident in myself, singing out and trusting in my own voice.
I've learned how nice people can be and how supportive people can be. You know, even if you make mistakes in something we do every day.
I've learned that people are a lot nicer than you think that they will be. And I think I've gotten slightly better at public speaking, or like, you know, singing in front of people.
Definitely basic music theory definitely sparked the interest.
That it really takes time to get the choir sounding like a cohesive unit. If certain members practice great, you have one member that's doing really well and one member that's doing really poorly, and it doesn't sound very good. You know, you need to have all of these people on the same level, same playing field in order for the final sound to be like cohesive.
How to work with a whole bunch of people and how to find your voice. Being in choir, it has definitely taught me how to listen to other parts and how important it is to listen to those other parts. This has taught me many things that I'm going to take for the rest of my life.
Teamwork will really get you anywhere. When you're all working together, you can accomplish great things.
Teamwork, because I've been in a lot of things that are kind of individual, like sports, activities, whatever. And choir is very much a team. You know, you really learn how to work closely with people. Just being a part of this really big team has really been incredible.
Choir has definitely taught me about the value of community and friendship and even just getting along with somebody you've never met before and suddenly you're working together to make a song come to life. And it's so special, that connection.
I can say that for my 2 years, I am able to do the do, re, do, that thing significantly better than I was before. I would always get tripped up around 7 and 6, but now I can do it all the way through. Can I do the things where you miss and the clap on the, no. You know, one thing at a time. Maybe if I did all 4 years.
One thing I'm gonna miss about being in choir, making these memories and being in the community that we have created. I think that this is definitely not just a community, but a family. Being a part of it for the past 3 years has been some of my favorite experiences. It's also been some of the hardest because we have had to change things up. I'm gonna miss the friendships that I've created here, and I'm gonna miss the community. I'm gonna miss Mrs. Raffel. I'm gonna miss sectionals a lot too. Just everything. And thank you for a great 3 years.
Can I say the choir? We haven't been back there in so long, and now that we're finally back there, it's like a homely room, you know. I do miss it, and I will miss it in the future.
Miss Raffel and my friends. I'll definitely sing in choirs in college, but it's not really the same when you're not with the same people and the same director. I've been with Miss Raffel for so long. I understand her directing style, and I really like the warm-ups that she does and kind of the way she teaches the songs, and I really appreciate her as a person as well. I think she's a really great choir director, a really great person, and so I'm definitely going to miss Miss Raffel and then all the connections I've made in choir.
I'm going to miss the experience of singing in a group of people. I've just really enjoyed being able to sing with such a tight-knit community. That's definitely something I'm going to miss.
The community. Just like familiarity, where you can just like go in the class and like have a sense of comfort and just talk with the teacher like, oh, you've known them for your whole life.
The main thing I'm going to miss about choir is the choir. I love all you guys. You guys have been very nice to me. I consider myself a pretty awkward person in most social situations, but you guys were very welcoming towards me, and I really appreciate that.
I will miss the people the most because that's probably been the best part.
I'm gonna miss the community of I showed up and I'm here now, and so I'm a part of this. One thing I love about theater and choir is, you know, it's just a bunch of people row together and you're doing a thing together, and it's very together, and you kind of just get friends.
Definitely the choir rehearsals. You know, after rehearsing a song for weeks and weeks, finally hearing the song come together at the very end just made choir for me. Performing is also another thing I'm gonna miss. Being up on stage, singing for all these people, it's like nothing else. I've always been a shy person. I never thought that I would be up on stage performing in front of anyone. And I've been doing it for 4 years now. So I think that's something I'm gonna miss the most.
There's so many things I'm gonna miss about choir, but one thing I'm really going to miss is just singing together with my friends. I really loved singing with Maya in freshman year of PE because she's the one who recruited me, and then just being able to like take that journey with her and a lot of my friends. I'm gonna miss that a lot.
I think the community, the Lincoln Choir program has been such a big part of my life these last 4 years. I really value this space. It's just such a special, supportive environment. I've never experienced anything like it before. Even in other choirs, the Lincoln choir environment is hardworking, so supportive of each other. We have fun, but we also make good music. I think that dedication and that supportiveness and love for each other is so special. I can't believe it's over. We made so many good memories.